If you're planning to go to Osaka and have a baby or toddler with you and want to visit especially Universal Studios, this video is for you. Welcome back to our channel where we share tips, tricks, and destination ideas when traveling with babies and toddlers. We just got back from an amazing Japan trip where we visited Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto, and Osaka was our number 2 city that we visited. Just like Tokyo, we only had 48 hours in Osaka, so we tried to fit as much in as possible. So let me share some of the things that we did and where we stayed. So first off, we stayed at the Best Western Plus Fino Osaka Hotel. We were kind of late on the booking process, so we actually needed to book 2 rooms because the rooms available only had 1 bed each. Since this hotel is downtown Osaka, you will encounter hotels that have a little smaller rooms, so if you're traveling with a big family, you may end up having to book 2 rooms. We really like this Best Western Hotel because of the location. It was right next to a couple different train stations, so it was easy to get to all the places that we needed to go. The staff were incredibly friendly to our kids, and we definitely loved having that breakfast on site in the morning. We felt like the breakfast buffet was perfect because it had a mixture of American and Japanese cuisine. So I wouldn't hesitate in recommending this hotel if you're looking for one in Osaka, Japan. Now, let's get into the things that we did while we were in Osaka. So like I said, we only had 48 hours. So the very first thing that we did on day 1 in Osaka is we went to Universal Studios. Now, there are a lot of different exhibits in Universal Studios, but I have a toddler who is obsessed with Mario, so we had to go to Super Nintendo World. Now, I will make a video separately because this was such a fun experience for us, but least to say, you definitely have to visit if you're planning to go to Osaka. I will also say, don't make this mistake because I actually saw a tourist do this in the park while we were there. So in order to get to Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios, you need to have a separate ticket. So you buy the day pass for Universal Studios, but you will also need to get a timed entry into Super Nintendo World. But other than that, you will have an amazing experience there. It was so cool. Like I said, I'll make a completely whole new video about this experience just because it was so unique and special for our family. On day number 2 in Osaka, we actually got a local experience from a local guide from City Unscripted. She actually came to our Best Western Hotel and picked us up that morning, and she took us to some of the local markets. I had originally told her that we really wanted to see Dotonbori. It's like this famous market in Osaka. And while she did take us there, she also mentioned, hey, I've got a couple other different markets that I want to show you. Can we go to these as well? And I said, oh, sure, let's do it. And I'm so glad she did that, just because these markets that we went to were smaller, less crowded. Some of them didn't have a single person waiting in line, but the food was just as good, if not better, than Dotonbori. And I wish I had more things to report on because I had a whole list of things that I wanted to experience in Osaka. But dealing with a baby and toddler and jet lag, it's just sometimes not the reality that you're going to get to everything on your list. But I will drop all of my different ideas for you in the description below of different fun things that we had planned to do with our baby and toddler while we were there in Osaka, Japan. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't seen part 1, go back and watch that as I explained our stay in Tokyo, and stay tuned for part 3 where I will be chatting about our stay in Kyoto, Japan.